All right, this is the Genius 180-day review video series. My name's Robert. Thanks for checking this out. Today we're going over, well, what exactly happens now? What happens now in the Genius ecosystem? The prior videos talked a good chunk about the past of Genius, how things were working out, how things were developing, how things were performing, how things were leading to the goals they were expected to reach to today and in the future. And then talked a good amount about the future. So here we are at, well, what exactly happens next? Good question. So here I'm going to go over the reward for like unclaimed sacrifice tokens. It was long ago, there was a sacrifice event for Genius, and people were allotted Genius coins based on their input into a contract, a EOA address. Well, what exactly happens now also goes over the advanced EEM, or advanced early end miner, the fee counter decay, and upgrades in the Genius world. A lot of stuff, but just here, now we'll go over the unclaimed sacrifice tokens. So at day 180, if anyone did not claim their sacrifice tokens, if they didn't do that, then someone is able to claim it on their behalf. Now, what that means by claim it on their behalf is that someone else can run the contract function for them, someone can pay the gas, and then the person who originally sacrificed, they get their tokens. They go directly in their wallet. But then 150 Genius as a reward goes to the person who paid the gas. All right. A little bit of details about that. If you look at the Genius contract address itself, the Genius balance that's in there, that's how much is unsacrificed. Or sorry, that is how much is unclaimed at the moment. And I think that's a little more than 1 billion today still. Yeah, over 1 billion unclaimed. Anyone can claim it now, and the person who claims it gets 150 Genius. But you also get a pretty good chance to get a Genius NFT. The sacrifice participant gets the remainder of the Genius tokens that were allotted to them, minus that 150 Genius. So you can do this for a friend. Well, maybe wait until the gas is worth it. You'll have to see. Is it an economical thing to do right now, though? Is it profitable to run this? No, it's not profitable, but hey, it still gives your friend their tokens, or somebody else their tokens. But how do you do this? Well, to do it, you're going to go to the Genius dApp, the admin section. So for maintenance and administration kind of a thing, this is a link that is available to everybody. Now, all the functionalities not available to everybody. Some of it's for the Genius DAO or the Genius Grantor, same thing. But when you go to this section, there's an area that looks kind of like this. Here you're able to release shares for other miners, which is quite a significant revenue opportunity. I heard somebody in the Genius community is making a video now about that, and follow me on Twitter and such, subscribe to this channel. You can find out updates on that. That's exciting. But there's also this shutdown miner function, which I'll talk about that on a 270-day review. Probably talk about that on 360-day review. But what I imagine is that on the admin page, and I've recommended to the development team that they put a little claim sacrifice tokens button kind of next to release shares. And with that, all you'll need the miner address, or not really the miner address, the Genius sacrifice participant's address. Paste that in there and then press a button. Remember, you're not guaranteed one free Genius NFT, but if you have receive NFTs turned on, you have a pretty good chance at that. All right, so that's it. This was nice, short, and sweet. But before I finish, see what we got here. All right, here was the Genius sacrifice. Everybody who participated gets Genius tokens. Here is the Genius contract address itself. And as you can see, let me refresh this. It looked like 1.03 billion. Ugh, I need to verify that I'm human. These robots are all like, look, we're experts at knowing whether or not you're a human, so please show us you're human. Sometimes I get these things wrong. Yeah, 1.03 billion Genius is still unclaimed. Depending on how many accounts that goes for, Could be a good size of Genius token. All right, and then here's the audit for the sacrifice, which is pretty sweet. What this is like a third party audited all of the sacrifice information to show that it was true. Because a lot of people were like, what? Over $110 million sacrificed outside of an RH project? That's impossible. Well, no, by market exchange value, it was more than 51.7 million, which was still the largest sacrifice. People are more excited about Genius than anything else in crypto. And this shows it, this proves it. So there's a lot of discrepancy. People were like, that's not possible. So someone came along and proved it, and that was pretty cool. But let me take a screenshot of this stuff, right? Because unfortunately, you can't make a copy of this. You can't export stuff. Kind of sad, but I guess they did that for a reason. And what we have is, if you're running Mac, what you can do is you can, like here, you can't copy and paste these, right? But here, you can. You can double click your screenshot, and then you can look it up on Etherscan, for example. Right? My bad, let me just paste it right here. All right, so here's an address that has, okay, 78,000 Genius, and it did not claim its Genius. So that can be done. The app itself at the moment does not have this, section, but if you're familiar with how to run these smart contracts, if you're familiar with how to run them directly, like from Etherscan, you can do that. You can claim these. So all right, have fun with this, and see you next video. Thanks.